In the heart of the American Southwest lies a cathedral carved by time, Zion National Park. Designated in 1919 as Utah's first national park, it protects a landscape of soaring sandstone walls, deep canyons, and ancient desert life. Nearly 2,700 feet above the canyon floor, Lady Mountain stands among Zion sandstone giants. In 1924, the park built one of its first summit trails here, a brutal route up the eastern face, with nearly 2,000 feet of cable, hand-carved steps, and exposed ladders. It was truly a marvel of its time. But with beauty came risk. Steep cliffs and minimal safeguards led to more than a few rescues and tragedies. By the 1960s, this trail was deemed too dangerous and sealed from the public eye. Well, most of the public.
How's the hair looking? Hair's looking good. Yeah, we're ready. That's what we're climbing. That right there. Yeah. That's what we're climbing. All right, everyone. So this is what we're climbing today, I guess. Lady Mountain. Welcome to another video. Very excited. It's a little colder than we thought it was going to be.
We're desert rats.
We are desert rats, and it is 50 degrees, and we are freezing. But we're here. We have Jake with us. The goal is we are going to be on top of here in a few hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
A few hours, hopefully.
Depending on how much filming certain people in the group need to do.
Yeah, Jake does a lot of filming. He does a lot of filming. Supposedly, people used to stand right here on this lawn, look up, and see a lady in the rock, hence Lady Mountain. I don't see it at all. Do you see it?
I mean, 1920s beauty standards, you gotta take into account.
There it is. There it is.
Let's freaking go!
Are you ready? Are you so
I'm
ready?
hyped. I've been wanting to do this for a while. And that's freaking tall, too.
The most dangerous thing we're doing today is crossing a river, suffering from hypothermia in this 50-degree weather. It's horrible.
A high of 75 today.
High 75?
Grab the parkas.
All right, well, you ready?
Yes.
Okay, let's do it. That's a cool backdrop right there. Yeah, we're in for a good one today, guys. We are in for a good one. Oh. All right, major adventure done. Probably the sketchiest part of this whole thing, would you say? No, this should be a good one. This is the first major adventure of the year because the weather has just been ruining my life. A lot of elevation gain, a little bit of climbing, some exposure. Should be fun, should be fun. And there's a picture I really want to get that I saw online that will just make the perfect Instagram content. Like if there's ever gonna be just like a perfect Instagram photo, this is it. So we're gonna try and get that. And if we can get that, who cares if we die or not, you know?
That's the whole reason we do this.
That is the whole reason we do this. It's for the Instagram, it's for the likes. But what potential dangers do we have today?
Well, this class, like the first climbing thing that we'll do, is exposed. So, slipping off and falling to our death,
Okay.
I guess would be the biggest danger.
I'll give you guys the biggest danger really quick. That river we just crossed.
Exposure.
Dude, you talk about hypothermia. It's like 55 degrees, okay, so freezing.
My toes were kind of cold.
Yeah, my feet, yeah. There were a few moments, it's like, oh man, my feet are cold.
North Face, sponsor us.
So Lady Mountain starts you on the middle pool trail by the lodge, the middle emerald pool, excuse me. And there's kind of a shoot off at some point during this trail. And that's where the climbing begins. It is still very high above us. And now we're hot, now we're over it. I need some ice cream. Here's the bridge they're working on.
It'll be done around 2035.
Yeah. because luckily they have a lot less money now. Woo-hoo! Shout out. Less staff. Great times for the national parks, that's for sure. And there is Lodge Canyon that you can find on my channel. That was a fun one. Really cool last rappel.
That's cool.
And then that spot where you're kind of like sitting over the edge.
Yeah.
That was really cool. Lodge is fun. All right, so there's the rest of the Middle Emerald Pool Trail. Very nice view. And we are now headed up. Here we go. Yeah, it's gonna be one of those days. A lot of climbing, a lot of stair stepper. What's cool is how almost remote it feels, even though this used to be a very popular trail back in the day. All right, everyone, it looks like this is where the technical section starts, which, as you can see, is pretty easy looking. I mean, again, this used to be very popular back in the day. So I also want to give a shout out to Stav is Lost, the website, because Jake here you can buy a little GPS for like $4. A little GPX, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
GPX, you download it, it's right on his phone, shows us exactly where to go, which is obviously what they did in the 1920s. That would be, if you're really interested in doing this, I would definitely find a website like that to kind of guide you. Let's do it.
If you fall, you're gonna go right on this cactus.
I know, stakes are high. All right, very treacherous. Good luck. You know what, let's forget him.
Shout out to Summit
Yes,
for
sir.
giving Chris those nice glutes. So when's the OnlyFans starting?
Oh, soon, you know.
I've been waiting for years to subscribe. Getting that it is. Oh, hey, look at this.
Oh yeah, remnants of the old bolts.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I guess he used to have chains here or something, huh?
I'd imagine.
Can you imagine the goobers trying to do this nowadays? Ugh. It's probably a good thing they got rid of the trail.
Yeah, no. Yeah, if you sent like random people trying to do this thing, I mean, you think of how much people freak out over Angel's Landing.
Like the goobers that go with Angel's Landing.
Which, if you want to see me do that in the snow,
There's nothing like this.
that's also on my channel. But yeah, this would be insanely more difficult than Angel's Landing and climbing up this thing. Little scrambles with this as your view. Yeah, the park really made this. I mean, they were different in the 20s.
There's another one.
Another bolt.
It's kind of cool.
Oh yeah, here's a cool pic. This is one of the spots in the photos that looks really cool. Here's another. I mean, I feel like it looks a lot more exposed than it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I could definitely see how people would freak out on this, but
Yeah, we're just so much better than everyone. It'll be interesting. Not bad.
yeah, is this one of the wraps? Do we have any bolts?
Nope. I don't think we really need bolts, just be careful on it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Here's where you're gonna start to see the little arrows pointing where you should go.
Arrows? Where?
And you can,
Oh, there
Right
you
here.
go. Yeah, I see that.
oh yeah, that's a drop. You'd hurt an ankle if you fell down that. You'd hurt an ankle.
Probably unalive.
It's upwards and onwards. There's your little 1/8 of the way up update. Look at that view. It's so funny how cold we were this morning and how bad we wish for it to be back. A few old people passed us in like very heavy coats. They're like, oh, you guys are brave with the short sleeves. And we're like, well. All right, everyone, we made it to the first chimney. That's where we're going up. I don't know if you can see it on camera, there's a little arrow right here. I'm sure it just points the way, but Here's your arrow.
No, it's different.
This would be a crazy hike, especially a popular one. All right, so apparently this is the crux of the route. We just made it up that chimney, got another chimney. You definitely see where the 5-6 move is, but got some consequences. Don't want to fall here. And
Yeah.
we're really about to see what these approach shoes are made of.
Would not be good.
Yeah. Love it when the backpack gets stuck.
How is it?
I mean, so far pretty easy. Yeah, if you can fit, super easy.
Cool.
Which, if I can fit, you can fit.
Nah, I'm thicker than you.
But super nice hold. There's like a little ledge right here.
Rock climber RCC.
That's right. Cool, and then it's super easy, the rest of this, so. Bye, Jake. Feels so nice right here.
5'6".
That was the crux, huh?
5'5", 5'6". That's fair, I guess.
Yeah. The exposure definitely adds. It feels more exposed than it probably actually is, but.
If I wasn't a climber, I'd think that was sketchy.
Is this where they wanted to place cams?
Yeah.
Or they wanted to? Yeah, I don't know where you would.
There's not great protection opportunities. Maybe if you're a lot better trad climber than I am, you could get gear in. I'm sure there's places, but nothing I would be stoked on.
He only climbs 11s, so you don't have to listen to him. But yeah, I mean, legitimately, unless someone came up here first and then hooked a rope up.
If you're like a confident 5'8" climber and above, then you'll be fine.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, I mean, nothing difficult.
I'd call it like 5'5", right?
5'5", yeah, 5'6", 5'5".
Yeah. It was pretty easy moves.
Yeah. One thing we are, because we were kind of debating whether or not we should bring the rope. Glad we brought it, because that would be quite the down climb.
It'll be nice to. You could do it, but
You could definitely do it, but
It'll be nice to rappel probably on the way down though.
yeah, nice and easy. Just get down.
Yeah.
So, yeah, cams. I don't know. At least so far, I don't know about cams, but
We should make it a sport route.
yeah, let's just bolt it.
Yeah, probably like 6 bolts right there.
Yeah. All right, up we go. All right, everyone. Looks like we've made it to the
supposed crux.
the supposed crux, because Jake lied to me and the last one was not the crux.
Crux number 1.
This is definitely very low consequence. This would even be a soft landing.
Yeah, it's fair. People do say the holds are kind of slopey and sandy, but
A little slopey, a little sandy.
over here.
Obviously never film underneath a climber, but we are trained, professionally trained idiots. Please remember that. But yeah, you know, doing our thing, making our way up. All right, y'all, I've been humbled. Yeah, you could definitely down climb it. That's it's sandier than it looks. So I get it. How's that for a view? Even with chains and stuff like that, is what we were saying. For the average person, this would be way more exposed, way more technical than Angel's Landing.
That first crux is wild.
Yeah.
To have like a regular hike available to the public.
Here's another section where the chain used to be. Little arrow pointing the way up. And up we go. If you want to prep for this hike, definitely hit the Stairmaster for like 3 hours and just keep climbing, because that's what this is. Another arrow, and it's just steps. Hey, look at how straight up the goalie. Just, you think you get pretty high, and then you look up and there's so much more to climb. But we're only a few hours into it. We're making really good progress. Oh yeah, you can tell I'm sweating in this light. All right, everyone, we are just about, if not over, 2/3 of the way there. The climbing sections come up quick. In some of the websites I was reading, it was saying like, plan for an hour to do one of the climbing section. And I was like, there's no way. It took us what, like 5 minutes max on the second one? Hasn't taken us that long. It's definitely steep. You don't want to do this in the summer because you have all the sun on you. And even though it's a nice cool day, high 75, but you can definitely feel it. Keep that in mind, but the trail is still very easy to see. And they have some very helpful arrows. You can see that red streak. There's some yellow that have been pointing the way, but this is cool. This is so cool. We're getting there. It's definitely the summit push. Look at that view, man. Insane. Oh yeah, baby. Ooh, what do you got?
I don't know. It's like a soup can or something.
Yeah. Imagine taking a can of beans, can of soup. It's cool. All right, boys, there she is. Oh, this is cool. How about that? You tuning for keeps? How about that, man? That is quite the adventure. All right, everyone, welcome to the top, the very top of Lady Mountain. We are almost 7,000 feet up in elevation. Like, this view is one of the best views I've ever seen in Zion, and of Zion, I guess I should say. because you have 360, like one of the craziest views. You have like the Zion Wilderness, you have like multiple canyons, you can see heaps. I mean, the road that the shuttles take is just right here. So you see the river that runs right along the lodge is right there. You see some helipads. You can see Springdale from that other side. Like, this is cool. This is so cool. I would highly recommend this to anyone. One thing that's really cool is we have this dial that shows you like where stuff is. So here you got West Temple, right there, East Temple. In terms of difficulty, okay, and it gets hard to rate. There's some cool birds here. It was easier than I thought it was gonna be. How about that? But I mean, there were definitely still some parts where you had some pretty good exposure. You had some climbing moves that were sandy, you know, slopey. I see why the comments were varied. Probably wouldn't take someone without climbing experience on this, unless you wanted to belay them from the top. And if you have zero climbing experience, I could see how this would be pretty sketch. I see why they discontinued this as a public hike, because I mean, way more technical than Angel's Landing. But I can definitely tell you why this hike was so popular back in the day, because this payoff is incredible, absolutely incredible. I will definitely be doing this again. This was cool.
I think another cool part of this is the isolation.
The isolation's definitely very cool.
We're the only two people this entire time up here.
And it's a nice day. It's like if there was going to be anyone else, it is a Thursday, so we are, you know, unemployed life, and you should definitely check this out. But yeah, if you watch this, thank you so much. It means a lot. You know, like, comment, subscribe, do your thing. It'd be very nice. It'd be fun. And then I could just do this 24/7. I mean, how sick would that be? Anyways, bye everyone.